Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So I am out of this position today. I'm going to go through exactly what happened, the rundown. I did hold it overnight. This is from the last video yesterday. I ended up buying 3 contracts. I held them all day yesterday. I held them overnight and I'm still holding them. Well, when I start this video, you could see down at the bottom right, that is what I was down as of yesterday closing. There's still 2 minutes to the opening bell. This is going to be a trade recap. So let's just get right into it. So this is pre-market and after hours. Ended up pushing up a little bit yesterday at the end of the day, but then it dipped down hard right before the market closed. After hours it kind of trended sideways for a bit, then it gapped up and it made it to 113.70 and then it kind of sold off. So let me just get right to when the market opened. 29. So right about so I'm looking to get out of these things, and I ended up getting out. So 189 I was down, the market's open. I have my order ready to sell. Hopefully I can get the loss down as much as I can. But by the looks of it, pre-market and after hours, I knew I wasn't going to make any money on these. If it really gapped up to yesterday's open price, to the price that we opened at yesterday, then maybe I could have made something or broke even. But now I'm just trying to make the loss as small as possible. And because I didn't close out this position yesterday, now these funds aren't settled. So I have like $50 something, $56 in settled funds after I close this position out. So we're getting a nice push up out of the open. But anything could happen. This thing could reverse on me at any moment. But the 1 minute is looking really strong. I mean, from open, we're already up $1 in 1 minute. So I'm getting my loss down to 130. Remember, when it opened, my loss was at 189. So it's pretty much holding. It's a nice trend up the first 2 minute candles, but that's nothing. I mean, this thing could turn and rip down this candle, next candle. But I'm just waiting for a reversal to get out. So I'm just going to hold this until I see some bearish momentum. There's the next 1 minute candle just opened and very strong. This was a stupid idea. I should have never did this. I'm definitely not going to do it again. But you know what? You try different things, and I think it would be good content for the channel. When I did it, I was like, oh, maybe I should get out of this now. But let me just hold it so I could at least show you guys what's going on when you hold these things overnight. It's because it's not a stock and it's an option. The theta and the implied volatility kills you as you get closer to expiration. These expire tomorrow. So now maybe the same price point that I got in this thing yesterday at $110, say it was say $114 was the price of the stock, and I got in it yesterday for $1.10. Today at $114 for the stock price, that same option because it's closer to expiration, it's going to be more volatile, but it's going to be cheaper. Instead of $1.10, maybe it'll be 80 cents. So now, in order to break even, I need that stock price to maybe go to 114 or 114.50 just to break even. That's how the implied volatility and the theta, or they call it IV crush, that's how it works against you. So when you do these swing trades, when people do these swing trades with options, they're buying options like at least probably 50 days out, 60 days out, like 1 to 2 months. Well, I would say even 1 month is kind of close. I would say probably a month and a half, 2 months out. So I was holding with the expiration 3 days out, so it's kind of stupid. But the only reason I did it was because it was around earnings, which doesn't seem like so much is happening from earnings. I mean, it looks like a normal day to me. Pre-market and after hours after hours and pre-market really didn't do much. And now this thing out the open, it doesn't look much different than a good momentum push on a normal day. I'm still holding down to 126. If I can get it down to 100 or even under 100, I'll be happy. Coming close to 114. It's going to be a key area. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green candles in a row. This thing's got to eventually pull back. So I just get out right there. Right before this thing pulls back, I get out. It's saying a $62 gain for the day, which it really is. But in all reality, it's really it's like $128 loss. So it's not horrible. My account is at 268. I started at 500. I was almost to 900, so I was up like 90%. Now I'm basically down like almost 50%, but I'm still in the game. Not gonna add funds yet until I get. I'll add money to the account once I get down to $100. So I still want to get a trade in today. And there's a pullback, so I got out at the right spot. This thing ends up, what time is it now? It's almost noontime. This thing ends up trending up and breaks 114 again, gets a little bit higher, and then starts to sell off again. So I think I got out at a good spot. I mean, I probably could have got a better fill. So I think I change it to the 5-minute. I want to do a trade on the 5-minute. One of my subscribers recommended doing a 5 or 10-minute trade. I mean, with the 5 or 10-minute chart in a very choppy market, which I feel like it is right now. So it's a green to red for the first 5 minutes. Had that real strong push all the way up to 114.03. Now it's selling off. We're just getting down below VWAP now. So I'm thinking maybe to get into a put. So I'm looking at the call prices. I can get into this 121 for 45 to 46. Spreads are 1 cent, which is good with Apple. There's probably a lot of volume in this today too. So there's the next 5-minute candle forming, and it opened below VWAP. So I'm thinking if this thing could start turning red and stay red, let me hop in for the push down to the moving averages. But the 9 moving average is creeping up. So I end up getting in there. It's just going to be a quick trade. It's one contract. It's a cheap, way out of the money contract. So it's not going to move that much. If I make a couple bucks, which would be hard, I need a really big move. But of course this thing turns around. And there's a break over VWAP. But it's having a hard time really holding it. If you look down to the bottom right, there's my P&L. So I'm not going to lose a lot on this trade if it is a loss. But I don't want to waste your guys' time watching this either. So this candle is bullish, ends up being bullish. So it's almost like a doji candle because it's having a hard time pushing up or pushing down, just kind of staying around where it opened. So it finally starts to break down a little bit, but we're so close to the 9 moving average right now. Almost the bottom of that wick on that 5-minute candle is basically almost touching it. So I definitely want to get out on this candle because I feel like the next candle could bounce off of that. Yeah, it's a fight. It's a fight between the buyers and sellers right now. This candle's not really doing much. So I just get out there. It's just a waste of my time for $1. So I lost $1 on that trade. Or I might have even broke even. I think I broke even on that trade actually. I just bring up the level 2 just to watch it. And good thing I got out because it did break back over the 9 moving average. And it starts to go back up. So that's it for today. It does feel good to be out of that position. So I have no positions I'm holding right now, and I should have my funds available tomorrow. The 2, whatever it was, 60 something. Where is it? Yeah, 268.78. So I'll have that available tomorrow to mess around with, and we're gonna go big or go home. No, I'm just kidding. We're not gonna do that. I have to be conservative. I have to do one contract at a time and take it from there and come up with a better strategy. So I'll figure it out along the way. So I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Like, subscribe, comment. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe. I try to do a video every day, and if I don't do one every day, I at least do it every other day. I don't think I've went 2 days without doing a video. So that's going to be it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.